Pow pow. You would think I have some Tales of Loss. You would think after so many streams, I would have some sort of inclination as to how to actually, like, start a stream. But no, apparently I don't. Hello. Not a lot of preamble to do. I want to jump straight into 6.2. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm so tired. My headphones are uncharged. Oh my. I'm so not ready. I need a little bit of a snack. I have a dirty dish in the sink. At least it's only one. I'm so unprepared, but it's fine. My notes are unupdated. I still have not started writing down any of the 2.6.2 stuff. I feel so. I'm writing down a lot for my notes, to be fair. Like, I'm writing down an awful lot. I just need to get it on the page at some point. So that'll be a worry for later. Although I admit, we're at the end. This is it. This is the last page I have in this notebook, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. It would feel wrong to get rid of it after like taking notes in it for like 2 years, but I'm never gonna open it up and flip through it again. I don't know. In the meantime, let's get back to it. Alright. I forgot about Varshan becoming a full-grown adult. How cute. It feels so weird to think of this big-ass ancient dragon as my little brother almost, but 'tis whatever. I do actually kind of want to wander around a little bit just to see what's up. I mean, I guess that's what all the quests will be like. So I guess we'll go through it. I am delighted to explore a little bit more time in the 13th, I suppose. But it... Was that there the whole time and I just missed it? I think that was there the whole time and I just missed it. But whatever. Consider yourselves duly warned. If you wish to go among the void sent here, that is your choice to make. All have fled from one master or another, but whether any of these monsters in turn served Golbez, I do not know. You must ask them yourselves. Most have traveled to your world, so it shouldn't be difficult to communicate. We shall go about making inquiries at once. Thank you for your counsel. Once we've learned all we can, let us reconvene at yonder plaza. So that's very wait, they traveled to our world? I didn't know Voidsent could come back. You're going too, of course. In which case, I shall accompany you. I wish only to observe. Do not expect me to help. Okay. I'm ready when you are. Let's go, buddy. Let's go on a magical adventure. Small talk? I don't make a habit of strolling around. 'Tis a strange feeling. Oh, hey, we can go into her house, I guess? Well, at least she has a bed. And, like... That's a neat pot, I suppose. I call this my abode, but spend hardly any time here. I return only for meditation. While physical wounds can be healed by replenishing one's ether, you can't preserve your form if you lose sight of yourself. Such is the risk inherent in consuming another's soul. It dilutes your sense of self, alters you inside and out. To guard against this, I meditate, visualize who I am in a place all my own. That's so sad. She visualizes her best self? That's so contradictory and weird. I don't know how I feel about Zero's character because it feels... I feel like I know where this is going. She's just a little bit too human not to be human. To walk around with her like that. You're her minion then. You know I don't take minions. Here's some question. Here's some questions, and I want you to answer them. Golbez. I don't know that one. Only Skathach. When she led us beyond the veil, I grew scared and fled. I've been here since. I don't know anyone else, nor do I wish to. That's all I can tell you. Skathach was a powerful voidsent who ruled over a vast domain. This was a long time ago, though, so I doubt she has any connection to Golbez. Too bad we'll know Elden Ring. It's Bloodborne time in the 13th. Hi, Coma. I don't think anyone ever truly knows where it's going. Well, we'll see. There's only so many things that can happen to Zero, and not a lot of them are good. A couple of them are. Stay away from me. If you don't want to be eaten, stay away. So up, I could kill you. Golbez. Golbez. I've heard the name before. I remember. Always speaking of a great crusade. I don't know what that is, but it sounds delicious. A crusade, you say? From whom did you hear this? Farfarello. Wait, Farfarello. Farfarello? How do you pronounce this? Farfarello. 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 He was a minion of another minion. Went on and on about the terrible things he saw. I see. Perhaps Farfarello can tell us more. I need to hear Zero's VA again because I don't know how to do... There's a very... fine line to draw whenever you voice like an emotionless character to still sound, for lack of any good word here, deep. And I want to hear how Zero's VA does it. You're one of the mortals. Is it true? When you die over there, you really die? Ah, so it is, so it is. What brings you here then? Ah, yes, Golbez. He seeks strong minions to grow his army, so I hear. But recently he stopped doing that. Instead, he devours all. Perhaps he's gathered enough fodder and is now intent on bolstering his own strength. A sure sign that he is about to make a move. Satisfied with what you've learned? Let's step away before you become too tempting to resist. I could literally kill everyone here. 99% of the voidsent with names have Italian-style names. Bless. Finally, I've been preparing my whole life for this. It seems the rumors of Golbez reach even my remote domain. Fair to assume he's gathering strength for his crusade. Whatever that may be. But I must say, I wouldn't have guessed that Farfarello once fought in Golbez's army. It's a miracle he survived serving an archfiend. I suppose I should explain. Farfarello is the weakest among us. Constantly in fear of being devoured, he seldom consorts with others. The only one he's comfortable with is Shurado? He's a fellow coward who runs the instant he senses a threat and won't stop until he's exhausted. When their hunger grows too intense, they feed on each other's ether. Such is their relationship. But I ramble. You want to seek out Farfarello, I presume. Siriato. Then I'll come with you. He's less likely to hide that way. Okay. Sure. Meanwhile... Oh, and then there's this ass. Oh, the throne is gone. That's cute. Hey, Golbez.
Not only did the mortals conquer Troy, they defeated Scarmalione. I struggle to believe it. They're very small, my lords. They were aided by one of our world. You transformed Scarmalione's soul into crystal. Crystal? This one speaks of Memoria. Now there's something I've not heard for an age. It'll bring a pang of nostalgia to my breast and a tear to my eye. If the very notion wasn't absurd! Gifted are gone, drowned in darkness, as were we all.
And yet Scarmalione still does not answer. Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. If this account is true, if a Memoriat has survived, they cannot be suffered to live.
Leave this matter to me, Lord Golbez. I, Barbaricia, shall strike down any who pose a threat to our plans.
Cool. How are you all? Hi, Joanna. I'm doing good. I'm just going through Final Fantasy.
'Tis true, you are a proven commander, well suited to leading an assault.
And when I have succeeded, I would beg a boon of you.
What do you desire?
The dragon's ether. All that remains.
But we need that.
Insolence. Know your place.
With respect, my locks are free as the wind, without incentive to sway them. I know not whither they will blow.
Boldly spoken. I trust you will not disappoint me.
Upon this flowing hair and my immortal soul, I will not fail.
Then go and impress upon these interlopers the futility of defiance.
My lord.
I don't really have an opinion about any of that. It's very straightforward. Turns out, some people, a little bit evil. Who would have thought? Farfarello keeps to the fringes of my domain. This way. You want to have a chat? The Void sent here don't answer to a master. They can do as they please. But all must answer to the hunger and seek out prey when they need ether. Except Farfarello and Siriato. That is, they are content to take from one another. Barring an incident, they dare not venture out. When he takes flight, Siriato will not seek shelter until he is utterly spent. Farfarello, on the other hand, prefers to hide in the same place. Come. Marshawn! How goes that? Then my sister crossed over. What fellow when she vanished into the gate? How did you become Golbez's captive? Yeah. Is it bad that I only realized that shit was floating when I saw this rock? Probably should have registered that earlier. To be fair, there's been a lot of floating shit in the void. Don't know why, but it's around, so that's cool. What's up, buddy? Oh, whatever will I do now? Siriato. This is rather unexpected. Where's Farfarello? Farfarello isn't here anymore. He's left. Yeah, that's right. Left? That doesn't sound like him at all. Well, he's gone, alright? What more do you want me to say? Well, they ate Farfarello. And off he flees, as he is wont to do. But something about this doesn't sit well with me. What do you make of Siriato's behavior? Well, he definitely wasn't saying the truth. So you think so too. As he says, Farfarello is gone. But that is quite unusual. As is the fact that Siriato, who was clearly frightened by something, chose not to flee but instead hid here, where Farfarello usually... No. We must go after Siriato. Now. Alright, chill. Let's deal with that. Get a strong suspect that we're gonna watch Zero kill someone again. Hey, what's up? Have you seen a standing pillar of eyes? Okay. You do whatever you want, man. Just have fun. Siriato! Did you fuck up? Siriato, we need to talk. There's no time. The wind rises. We must flee. The wind rises? What is he talking about? After him. Maybe we just need to engage with him on his own level. We could ask about, well, I guess their hobbies. Maybe Siriato likes to jog? Maybe we can ask them their opinions on Olympic speedwalking. Would that help? What's gone into you? Oh, shit. What's gone into you? What do you mean the wind rises? When the wind rises, she comes. I know they pronounced this earlier. Barbaricia. Barbaricia? Who in the world is that? We must flee, all of us. There's no time. I don't sense anything, but he seems convinced. It's a dead end beyond. We'll corner him. I also don't know why my brain immediately just substituted Barbaricia with, like, Barbarizia. Sees a demon lady. Suck someone's ether. I probably should have picked a different verb before. I was gonna do a whole bit, but I just picked the worst verb for the joke I was trying to lead into. Barbaricia. Oh, yeah. We're doomed. There's nowhere to run. What are you running from? Which eyes do I look into? This is why this world went to hell. No one knows how to do proper manners anymore. I told you! Barbaricia, the Archfiend of Wind! Archfiend, you say? We will be devoured or forced to serve, to fight in the crusade. But it makes no difference. In the end, all are eaten by her or her enemies. I didn't want to fight anymore. That's why I fled and came here. I see. Well, that explains everything. Almost. I thought it was Farfarello who used to serve an Archfiend. Not you. Not you, who always ran at the first sign of trouble. You, who now speak as though you were Barbaricia's minion. There's only one explanation. He devoured Farfarello, didn't he? Indeed, that would account for his uncharacteristic behavior. So, is that the way of it? Did you devour Farfarello? Not just a portion of his ether, but his entire being. How did you know? It wasn't only your behavior that felt strange. You felt strange, as if there was more than you present. Now, I don't believe you would have lost control. More likely it was at Farfarello's behest. I can't hide anything from you. I admit it. Farfarello didn't leave. I ate him. He feared Barbaricia more than anything. Hated the endless fighting. Accidentally hit right-click in the middle of dialogue. So he begged me to devour him, that he would never have to fight again. Rather than an eternity of fighting, he chose a moment of pain. For all the good it did, I can still hear his voice in my head. He's frightened. So very frightened. When you're eaten, your essence is blended with that of your devourer. And though you have no control, your consciousness in part endures. Wow, that's awful. Okay. Were this a world where the wheel of life and death still turned, the soul wouldn't linger so stubbornly. In time, it would return to the great flow. But there's no such end here. No escape. All know this. In making his choice, Farfarello must have been desperate indeed. What other Final Fantasy games have you played? 0. This is the only one. I had to have a weird conversation with my brother earlier today where I was like, oh yeah, I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy 14, and he's like, oh yeah? What? I've never played Final Fantasy. What games do you recommend? And I was just like, one of the other ones. And now that desperation is joined with Siriato's fear, driving him to act erratically. This place will become a battlefield. We don't want to be eaten. Neither me nor Farfarello. But there's nowhere to go. Nowhere. Then tell me about Barbaricia. Tell me, I would know who it is we face. It's too late. She's as good as here. And no one can escape her winds. No one. Oh shit, voice cutscene. After you finish this bridge, you can say you basically played Final Fantasy IV. Neat.
Barbaricia! She has come!
Did she, like, summon an island or something?
And she's brought her domain with her.
Oh, she did. Unironic.
The Archfiend's after you and yours, I shouldn't doubt. Perhaps you should go and find them. But be warned, whatever this is about, do not expect us to get involved.
I can't bear it! Eating and being eaten! I only want to be left in peace!
You and me both.
Alright, y'all, who's ready to do another
One of the
instance?
Archfiends approaches.
They must have been tracking our movements.
She's here.
Sup? So, I guess they don't have conditioner in the 13th anymore. That makes sense. I guess it's all ran out. Nothing else to comment on with this character design.
Excellent. You've saved me the trouble of traveling to Troya.
So you're Barbaricia.
Mind your manners, mortal. My name is not to be spoken, save in reverence and fear.
Can I call you Barbs?
And what is this pitiful domain?
That's a no.
Pitiful wretches all. I will put you out of your misery.
Won't they just regenerate? Ah, we should probably do something about this. Istinian, can't you, like, stab her? No? Alright, whatever.
Alas, poor Scarmiglione, and good riddance. Felled by outsiders in pursuit of what? Pray tell?
A dragon. One who crossed to this world thousands of years ago. Know you aught of it?
A dragon, you say?
I don't get it.
Huh. My Lord Golbez is more clever than I realized. To let the prize live, that it might lure more prey to us. Very well. In gratitude and service, I shall devour every last mote of their souls.
Where is she? Where is Ashdaya?
Huh. You even share its scent. How curious. And irresistible.
If you think us easy prey, you're wrong.
Unlike Scarmiglione, I need not skulk in shadow to claim what is mine. If you would know about the dragon you seek, then enter into my domain. You may flee instead if you wish, if the fate of the sorry lot here is of no concern to you. One way or another, I will have satisfaction.
Do we care about these? Do we? Are you gonna pay for the roof, you
What's the plan?
No one cares. If we go, we'd be playing into her hands.
Aye, that we would. Even so, we don't have any intention of turning tail now, do we? We find her and get our answers. Will you be joining us, Zero?
You may be easily goaded into accepting her challenge, but my curiosity is not so insatiable as to cloud my judgment. Nevertheless, if you are desperate for my aid, you know my price.
I shall pay it. So long as you leave me strength enough to see my sister home, you may take as much as you wish. And lest you forget, mine is no ordinary ether. Barbaricia too recognized its potency.
Very well. We have a bargain.
Well, shit. Wait, is this gonna be a dungeon, or is this gonna... Are we getting another dungeon? Didn't we already do a dungeon this patch? I feel spoiled. Or, I have to assume it's gonna be an instance, but... we'll find out. The opportunity the opportunities to discuss, we can wait until after we tended Del Barbariccia. The less time we give the enemy to prepare, the better. If everyone is ready, then let us set forth. Indeed. And yet, my heart weighs heavy for those Barbariccia struck down. Were it not for us, she would not have come here. Should you require a moment, Zero? For what? Barbariccia took what she could. She was wise to strike quickly, as we would be. Agreed. This is no time for sentiment. Only the battle matters now. Okay, they definitely... Okay, listen. They definitely aren't dating, but they 100%, like, say they spent the weekend hanging out with each other, but they just sat on the couch next to each other looking at their phones, basically. That's what I'm picturing, basically, this friendship being like. I don't think either of them know what romance is, like, as a concept, but I hope they become best friends. Also, hi. My brain was getting stuck on whether they call you Muon or Decay. I don't actually know, but what's up? I think I called you Decay before. It's thematic, at least. A word of warning. Barbaricia spoke as if she would give us answers if we were to defeat her. But even assuming she'll talk, which I doubt, I trust I needn't tell you how foolish it is to give an archfiend a second chance. Best to seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If you wish to peer into her past, the Memoria will suffice. I can't wield the power at will. Well then, you'd better hope it favors you when the time comes. Rest assured, this won't be our last opportunity to talk about Ashdaya. If another Archfiend were to fall, Golbez would surely be compelled to respond. We need only wait for our quarry to come to us. Indeed, if our struggles with Scarmillion taught us aught, 'tis that we must hold nothing back when facing an Archfiend. Let's heed Zero's advice and seal her away at the earliest opportunity. I like to add they probably were not fully dressed sitting on the couch. Lex, you can picture these two not having clothes on as much as you want. But that's only a self-call-out post. If we're all in agreement, then let us be off. We travel by Nisrak. I don't know why my brain was like, that's how you pronounce it, but whatever. Alright, let's go. Oh, it's not even a dungeon. We're just heading there. It's another area. Again, patched by... dungeon module is pretty cool.
You're not the only ones who can ride the wind.
So can Estinian fly? I mean, no, but... I don't know why he's strolling at an angle. It's so funny. Why?
Leave these ones to us.
Why is that so funny?
See to Barbaricia.
Why is she at a 45-degree angle? Just casting. She's like, I will let you stop me. Why is she stanced like that? They didn't have to do that. They just need to not show her feet and like clip her through the dragon. Oh, is this a trial? Oh. Also, sorry, I was laughing so hard I didn't even see. Did we whip out Azim's crystal there? Okay. Neat. The Endwalker bridge is... Do people call the post patches the bridge or something? Also, I'm on Diabolos. Alright, chill. Anyone else that I'm waiting for? Coma, I forget who your character is, actually. Give me a clue here. Ashielo. Oh no, she's hot. Honestly, this is like the least attracted I've been to like a naked character in Final Fantasy XIV. She's just here. No one else is responding. Going once, going twice. queuing up. Okay, I'm all good. Oh, okay. Also, yeah, no, Bryson, Lex, I appreciate you, but you absolutely never have to log on or anything. I'm just like, let me make sure, no one, okay, we're good. I can take her in a fight, right? I think we're good. And I have stream muted for reasons. Okay. Let's just go. My brain had to process, like, didn't Bryce respond to me? But no, Bryce was just like, I can't do it. Which I respect. Alright, let's go. I'm very excited. I'm having so much fun playing high-level healer, honestly. I missed playing healer. If I'm being honest, playing healer is a lot of fun. Oh, wait. No slash party. There we go.
Come. Give yourselves to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence.
Note to self, I should really make an edit of this where she just says come and then it's the Cyberpunk 2077 guitar riff. Alright, who's tanking? You are.
Such rich, exquisite ether. My hair shimmers with anticipation.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Fuck. What is Pepsis again? I forget. I actually want to call it that. I'm just gonna stand. Oh wait, I assume I want to. Oh, I was trying to get out of the way and fucked up. Fair enough.
Try this.
Oh fuck.
How about you?
In the middle, I assume. Yep. This is gonna be a fun extreme. I can already tell. And also, like, the worst possible extreme.
Oh. My locks are as the wind.
Oh, that's cute. We're tied in here.
Soft, strong, and free.
Okay, I assume this is another get in. Okay, and then I see the arrow. Okay, I got it.
Try this.
Air raid. Okay. Do we not want to be over here? All right. Fuck, I fucked up my buttons and panicked.
A fair wind blows. You feel it too, do you not? You've done well to last this long.
I'm sorry, I've been so focused on, like,
But the
trying to
battle
understand
has
what's
only
going on
just
that I haven't even
begun.
been talking. I've just been so distracted. There's a lot going on here. Oh, cool. She gained clothes. And thighs? I should replay Prototype. This feels like a problem.
I'll slaughter you all. Dodge this if you can.
Can do.
I'll make it quick.
Should I be worried about those? I feel like I should be worried about those. Oh. Fuck, I didn't see that. Fuck! Get me out of here! Thank God the other healer's on top of the game because I definitely am not. I just got hit,
Don't underestimate me.
We're fine.
Feel my fury. Know your place.
Why am I being targeted? I just kind of assume I want to be as close to this as possible. This is gonna be an awful extreme. I changed my mind.
You can't escape the storm. I'll break your every bone.
Okay, we're good. Jesus Christ, though. That was a lot!
No! I will not be denied!
Oh, I just realized the entire island is her hair. I was not paying attention. Actually, this extreme is the best in all of Endwalker. It's neat. Oh, I should have given a thumbs up to the other healer, but oh well. I'm gonna have to, when I get extremes organized, I'm gonna have to make sure this
There's
makes the
still
list.
time. With more of the dragon's ether, I can yet.
Alright.
You're finished. Ah! Damn it all!
Well, she just went a tier up on the swear tier list. Gonna have to make that. Cool. So I have this now. Is the echo gonna activate? No. Hey y'all. How you doing?
I see you've bested Barbaricia. Well done.
I wasn't even the
Her
extreme.
minions too are all crystallized or scattered. The day is ours.
What of my sister? Tell me you learned something about Ashdaya.
She's alive?
So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless.
Whose hair is this?
We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions.
Indeed. We could not have come this far without your aid. Thank you, Zero.
Pay up, Varshan.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my...
Are we standing
Her
on
ether
here?
is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
I wouldn't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let us suspend the mission and tend to Zero.
Hey, good news. You don't have to give her your ether now. That was a bullet dodged, I guess. Somehow I have a feeling that Varshan giving his ether to Zero is going to result in problems now. That we've so elegantly dodged it, being like, oh no, we nursed you back to health, we're even. Okay, also apologies. Thank y'all for joining, but... Gonna peace for now. Stethecanthus continues to elude me next time for sure. Is that a mount or something? That's just... I was gonna say a mount made of nothing but hair, but isn't that basically Argos? Isn't that basically Argos? When you think about it, like what else is in there? There's like hair, maybe one brain cell. That's basically it. Oh, big fish. Ah. Though Zero remains unconscious, she appears otherwise fine. Insofar as I can discern at any rate. Being part void sent, her physiology may be rather different from ours. Let us observe her for a while as we discuss our next move. Oh, sorry, that's new dialogue actually, even though these voices are require West, I imagine. Big fish. How long do you suppose she will remain this way? I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the ether we can afford to share will be enough to awaken her. 'Twould be best to take her back with us to the source. There she would be guaranteed all she requires. What? Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here, defenseless. Should she later desire it, we can bring her home. Or we can bring her home. We are, just to say this out loud, we are explicitly bringing a void sent back to the source. Just, I want to, we're all clear on that. I know she's only part void sent, but just making sure that's out there in the open. Dekka, might I ask you to hold on to Barbaricia's memoria? It may yet serve a purpose. Sup? happened to her? You have business with Zero. I'm going to admit also my headphones are out of power. I'm just going off completely normal connection, and it is fucking with my ability to change my voice. We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbaricia. Let her know when she wakes, will you? Barbaricia's minion. Why not go and find this newcomer, so we have something to tell Zero, if nothing else? Indeed. May I trouble you to join me, Dekka? With luck, we might learn of something of Golbez. I just hope dramatic irony doesn't come into play. Talk to the Void Sent NPCs around here. There's a random lore bit for the Gridanian Goldsmith story. I don't know anything about the Gridanian Goldsmith story. Yep. That means players themselves to the enemy. There's no loyalty, only survival. Well, yeah. It is kind of weird that, like, the population can only go down. I wonder how many people live. People in very heavy quotes here, but people live in the 13th. Fucking what? I'm not interested in you. I said hi, walk it. Although. Oh yeah, this was the spy kid thing. You're the ones who fell Barbaricia. I won't make any trouble. I'll obey. So please let me stay. If you would obey, then tell me all you know of Golbez. There isn't much I can tell. Only the Archfiends are allowed into his domain. Wherever it is. None but they know. I see. No better way to guard oneself than keeping one's location secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions afield? He has these, scepters? Staves? Whatever they are, he uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. My thanks for your cooperation. My thanks to you as well for affording me the time. I am satisfied, so let us rejoin the others and head home. An entry about Azimuth Crystal was added to your in-game encyclopedia. Neat. Random flavor text, random places. So far, there's like 3 minion flavor text, 1 book of duty, 1 NPC here, and a little bit of shout dialogue in Hawk Commander. Neat. I admit, I'm sure it's very... What's up? Whose likeness is this, the hero who has saved the world? I'm waiting for the day he comes. Or was it a she? I can't remember the details. I don't know how long I've been waiting or why I even wait. Could you be the hero, perhaps? No, I don't think so. Something tells me I'll know him when I meet him. Or her. I'll just have to keep waiting. You know, it kind of looks like it could be, I can't remember the dude's name. Well, I can't remember the name of the first Warrior of Light. The guy who's Meteor, but not Meteor. My brain skips. Yeah. I trust you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? Yeah, I'm not really willing to wander around. That was kind of neat to learn, though. I kind of want to talk to a bunch of NPCs here. I admit, I'm not really interested in the Goldsmith story, but that little bit about, like, the statue being the hero who will save the world or whatever is kind of neat. Although that probably doesn't seem right. Ardbert, thank you. Are there any other NPCs? Oh, hey, I wonder... I don't remember the dude's name because I'm awful with names, but I wonder how the scaredy cat demon is doing. If I had to peg them as being anywhere. I would put them up here. Hey, Siriato. What's up? You did it then? You defeated Barbariccia. That explains it. Why Farfarello has fallen silent. He's at peace now. And for both our sakes, I hope he stays that way. That's cute. Okay, let me write down your name just so that I have it down because I'm gonna care about it. Well, I don't really care about it, but it'll be nice to have written down. Oh, Coma. Don't you play card games? This is a complete non sequitur, but I have to establish it before I go on to talk. Yeah, I bought, or I'm in the middle of buying, my first physical card deck, and I'm very excited about it. I built a, admittedly very bad, Pokemon deck. Admittedly very bad because I'm building it very off meta. It's just an Aegislash deck that I quite like playing. Well, I like Aegislash. Yeah, I'm so fucked. I'm so completely fucked. You don't even know. I might go... I'm probably going to be at the Portland Regional next year anyway because I kind of want to go every single year. And I kind of want to go right now for the TCG instead of the video game this time, but it's normal enough for newcomers to appear, but for her to bring them herself, that's never happened before. At least not in my time. Do you have anything interesting to say? Nah. Alright. If you shoot me a list on Twitter, I can help you with suggestions. Oh, yeah. I don't use Twitter anymore. I know I posted it on Blue Sky. I have a lot of thoughts. I have to keep messing with it. The biggest problem right now... Sorry, I'm going to rant about this for 30 seconds because I care so much. The biggest problem right now is that I don't... It's an Aegislash deck. It has both Aegislash, the One Prizer, and EX in it. And the only draw that I have is like 4 Ionos and like the goddamn bird. You get knocked out, you draw 30 cards. That's its ability. I cannot remember its name. I'm so bad with proper names tonight. Not Skarmory. It's a new Pheasantipity. Thank you. That's the only draw I have, and obviously that's bad. Technically, the A spec I'm using is Legacy Energy, because the biggest problem that I have is powering up Aegislash, because they only require 2 energy, but they require 2 energy. So if the opponent snipes like a Hone Edge on the bench that I slapped an energy on, I have a big problem. I also, happy I am though, have I'm using Scissor and the single price Scyther as like 1 energy damage. So the deck is based around only needing 1 energy for attacks, especially in the late games. So I don't really want to slip Metang in, because the biggest problem I have is that, especially with normal Aegislash, is my win condition in a lot of matchups. So I don't really want to populate my bench too much. But I might have to rework it and just go full Aegislash EX. Aegislash EX is not that great a card. Like, it's fun, but it's not that great a card. So the deck is just very bad. But I like it. It gets me some wins at least. I think I might just need to swap out. I'm running 2-2 Scyther Scissor. I might just need to swap out for 1-1 Scyther Scissor and like 1-1 Bibble or something. I trust you understand that one. Yep. Let's go. The baby Aegislash isn't the best spot since a lot of decks on canceling clone. Yeah, but that's not that big a problem with Night Stretcher. And it's only 1 prize. So like in theory, especially running Legacy Energy as my A spec, I can outlast canceling Cologne if I decide that's what I need to do in the matchup. So it's not that bad, all things considered. Back to Troya then, and thence home. Also, for the record, because I was kind of vague about it, I'm not only running 4 Iono. I have Arvin and like a couple of researches in the deck. I should probably just run a bunch of Pokegears and use that. That would help me a lot, but whatever. I'll just find the list while we're in a cutscene. I have like 2 Pokegears. I kind of want to kick it up to 4 when I don't have a draw engine. Kind of want to slip some Jacques in there. Like, there's a lot I wish I could have, but whatever. That's it. Okay, I'll stop ranting about it now.
Ah, you're all safe. Thank the sisters.
By the way, I took out Blood Moon. Okay, I'll stop. Blood Moon is not good. I can't stop thinking about it now. Blood Moon is not good.
While I close the gate.
Cutscene. Final Fantasy 14 cutscene. Pokemon later. Oh, thank God that compacts. I just have a feeling like that creature being in there though is going to cause problems. Are you good?
We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void scent slipped through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important?
You mean like who our new friend is?
You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Indeed, you are right. It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Varshan. Welcome home.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at Megaduta. Let us take Zero there at once.
Yeah, are we going to explain the woman we have now? Does no one have questions? No, we're just good. Okay. No, they don't even get her a stretcher or anything. It's fine. Master Salvo, we have been expecting you. If you would follow me... Oh, shit. I will show you to the guest chambers. You have no idea how much I just want to open up fucking Pokemon right now and play a game.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others. be it by trade or by force. In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
I just gotta point out, that's twice now. Twice where Varshan is like, I can feed her ether, and we've been like, no, Varshan, it's fine. Like, I just can't get rid of this feeling that at some point Varshan's gonna be like, alright, I'm giving her ether now, and then everything's gonna get absolutely fucked.
Then we need but wait?
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine Harnish cuisine more.
I don't know. Do you think that she'd be able to take the power of, like, a spice?
Food can certainly be arranged.
To be clear, I don't even mean
She
one
looks
type, I
like
mean
any
like
other
a grain.
person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void sent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void-sent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Fandaniel.
I'm sorry, I didn't process that. Xenos Angel. What? Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence, a change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. I lost the plot.
Were Zero wholly void-sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her.
I admit, I lost the conversation a little bit. I was thinking about Pokemon.
One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
Like, I'm sitting here, I'm looking at the screen. I am driving Deca around. I am fighting the woman with hair. But in my brain, I'm thinking about Pokemon. It's fine. No, I'm here. Ishtola, what was that? Shout out Hydaelyn.
It is no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
You're just way too excited to give her ether, Varshan. Can you calm down? Meanwhile... Oh, no, okay. Cool. My chamber is much the same as this one, too opulent for my taste, but at least there's space to train. She seems to be faring better here, praise be to his sisters. I hope we, at some point, we get to visit Estinian's room, and it's just like all the furniture is pushed into the corner. The rug in the middle of the room is just absolutely torn to shreds. If I may excuse myself, I wish to pay a visit to the High Crucible. While the scales functioned admirably, it would be prudent to have them inspected for signs of degradation. By all means, I shall do the same for this vessel. Then I'll go and meet with the soldiers, share with them what I learned fighting Voidsent in the 13th. What of you, my friend? Have you any immediate plans? Nope. I'm just sort of chilling. In that case, might I trouble you with a small task? I wish to have food ready for Zero when she awakens, you see. Would you be willing to go to Merid... Where did that come from? Merid's... Miyang. Merid's... Why am I pronouncing it Merid? Is that right? I don't know. Merit Mayen. That's definitely wrong. And ask for suitable refreshments. Excellent. In the meantime, Nidana shall watch over Zero. She is already en route. Let us each tend to our respective businesses and reconvene anon. It feels like a bad idea to leave Zero with no familiar faces in a world she does not know. That seems like a great way for someone to get killed. You can actually find people where they say they're going. That's cute. It's whatever. I'm probably not going to choose it. Well, it's not whatever. It's extremely cute. It's an extremely cute thing that they do it. I'm probably not going to track everyone down, though. I'm good to go. Welcome to Merit Mayen. Please make yourself comfortable. I love... Nope, I got no better word. I love your top. It looks great. What? I guess this trap has collapsed from hunger. Of course I would be happy to help. You need only tell me what you desire. A single Dorito. A rich and hearty meal with plenty of meat, something light and refreshing like fruit perhaps. Rich and hearty seems right for this. Well, that might be perfect for an adventurer preparing to raid a treasure vault. I fear it would be too much for someone coming out of a long slumber. I would recommend something gentler on the stomach, like these apples here. They've just come in, and I can guarantee their freshness. Who is eating in my right ear? Oh my god, bro. Stop shaking the goddamn thing. Afterwards, once your guest feels better, she's welcome to sample whatever else we can provide. Just let me know. Okay? Back we go. I'm intensely worried about Zero waking up while we're not there. I'm just intensely worried about Zero waking up in general. Mr. Nina is taking good care of our guests. We've joined them now. Let's go. They're probably fine. Hey, Zero. Try not to panic.
Light. Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here?
About that.
There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful!
Please don't panic. She's seen... I was gonna say she's seen, like, void-sent monsters. There's no way Nidana could scare her.
Some sort of fiend?
But apparently not.
A fiend? Where is it? Where?
Oh, Nidana, you're too precious for this world.
But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
Part of me still expects her to go on a murderous rampage. Hey look, all the best characters in Final Fantasy XIV are on screen right now. I agree, I am the best character in Final Fantasy XIV.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
Why is Varshan in child form again?
This isn't what you promised. But I suppose ether is ether.
Sweetie, you...
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow.
She would totally love Archon Loaf, for the record.
That's the way. So, did it taste good?
I don't know.
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
I'm gonna be honest, I was either expecting a joke like, oh, moment, or a joke like, ugh, moment, but not knowing is probably the most interesting thing that could have happened, so fair enough.
Well, we void scent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die.
Well, let's hope those words don't come to bite you in the apple.
And I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while, you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back. Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do. I have yet to find my sister.
Oh god, if she stays here, we're gonna have to teach her the concept of money. Oh, I don't want to explain taxes to her. I can't let Estinian explain taxes to her, though.
I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake.
To be fair, it was already pretty fucked.
You managed to return in one piece this time. But don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Wait.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation.
What happens if I die in the 13th? Do I regenerate, or do I... Wait, did Inanna say she was
Speaking of
studying
which,
immortality?
While we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radzet Han.
That feels bad. That's worrying. Hang on.
Again, a stranger in this strange land. I have a condition. You must come too.
You have my thanks.
You have my thanks, Varshan. Alright, cool. Date night. Let's do it. And also Varshan is here. Damn it. I shall enjoy doing the same for Zero. Alright. No, sorry. This world is brimming with ether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad am I to hear that. So, is there any place in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where that food came from. Apple, was it? While I don't expect I'll collapse again, it would be good to know where I can procure more if necessary. Merids... Oh my god, I can't do it. Merids Meyen, it is then. I shall introduce you to the head waitress, Michal. Alright. Let's go. Well, does he honestly never saw I would say it's like this only going place is not so different from the void. Oh yeah, fuck, you've been here before. I forgot about that. God, I almost want to play through Endwalker again just to see where Zero shows up because I don't remember her at all. Though, admittedly, I don't really want to play through Endwalker again. It'll be one interesting thing to see while Xenos is on screen at least, which will be a new experience. You smell the cooking. I believe Hannish cuisine is quite fragrant and delicious. I hope you will agree. God, I could go for some fucking curry right now. Welcome to Merids Meyen. Greetings, Michal. And may I introduce you to Zira? She is an esteemed guest, and I ask that you see to her meals during her stay. Ah, yes, Merid has told me all. Please come to us whenever you're hungry. We'll look after you. 'Twas here that Dekka obtained the apple. While the palace cooks can prepare whatever you desire, 'tis certainly a quick and convenient food. I'll remember it. Who are the ones there, moving their bodies around? Is that some sort of ritual related to eating? The dancers. They move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are... Well, it sounds weird when you describe it like that, Varshan. 'Tis a form of entertainment. Part of our culture. How needlessly complicated. We Void Sent prefer simpler pleasures. Like what? That may be the way of it now, but your world too must have had such complicated diversions once. I don't remember. Well, let us move on. I propose we visit Balshan Bazaar, where goods the world over may be found. Oh, shopping trip! Yeah, I vaguely remember the Reaper Shroud, but whatever. You literally see him use them on the moon that one time, and right at the very end in his fight with you, and it looks like Zero's covered in red spooky energy. It doesn't look like Zero at all. I swear I remembered the, like, demon with hands for a face type thing. That felt familiar, but I wasn't able to place it. I'm not able to place it. So, maybe it's false memories. What do you do here? And this is a marketplace, where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest day, Radzet Han has served as a trading hub, and here you'll find not only local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tombstones. If there is aught you desire, I shall take care of it. So that's what tombstones are for. Voidsent returned with them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. They struck me as useless trinkets, and I couldn't understand your obsession with them. On that subject, there appeared to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged? We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it. I see. Your bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. Was that a joke, Varshan? With that, let us continue on. I propose we head to the High Crucible of Alchemia. Alright, Jill. Keep up, by the way. Oh god, I wonder what the new city is gonna be like when I finally make it to Dawn Trail in like 2 months. Eventually, I'll get there, I promise. I do have my birthday coming up. I wonder if I should do a birthday stream related to something Final Fantasy related. I could do a speedrun, that'd be fun. Why, Master Vitra, how may we serve you this morning? If you're here for your vessel, I'm afraid we're still tending to it. No, there is no rush. Pray, take his... Oh, that's why! That explains it. That's why he's in the child vessel, because his adult one is undergoing maintenance. Okay, that makes sense. Pray, take as much time as you require, and know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are the ones who created my bodies, and can provide you with healing as well. Now that I think on it, you weren't at all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start, that I was a soul occupying a vessel not my own? It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones. Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We've been most eager to meet you. If you have a moment, would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales. No, I've had enough food for now, and can always obtain more without the need for inane chatter. Damn, Zio! Now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired, so let us save it for another time and return to Megaduta. If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. Ezio, I'm so sorry you got shut the fuck down. And that is something that unsettles our established fears. I do hope we have the chance to speak with her at length and perform a few tests. You know what, Zio? Maybe you were totally in the right to say no. Right, is there anything on the way? There is. It was during In From the Cold when Zeus was about to smite you. Did you remember that? Or did you look it up? Because if you remembered it, I'm impressed. I'm inclined to ask just how many hours in Final Fantasy XIV you have again, but I am still impressed. One of the most more infamous story moments in Endwalker isn't In From the Cold when we return to Garlemald and the First Legion helps us stave off an attack on refugees. Oh, is it In From the Cold when Xeno steals your body? Okay, yeah. What's 144 times 24? Some sort of fruit. Pitiful things, though. I imagine you need to eat a lot to derive any satisfaction. These are mulberry trees. While the fruits are indeed edible, more important are the leaves, which we feed to silkworms. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Thavnarian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree also possesses medicinal properties. You would be hard-pressed to find a more useful plant. Is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered any other purpose for it. Master Vitra! And Deca, too! Oh, it's the orphans, I assume. Hey, kids! You should really have better clothes by now. If it isn't young Mechad. And that must be your sister, Yasha. Is all well at the orphanage? Yes, Your Excellency. The other children are very nice, and we all look out for one another. Oh, just the other day, Estinian came to see us. Everyone was really excited. Truly, Estinian paid you a visit. That as well. Is she a new friend? Friend? You know what that is? You mean you don't? She is a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and is still unfamiliar with our language. Then we'll teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with. Play with. What a delightfully childish and innocent definition. Xenos seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing? Absolutely not. No, let's shut this down immediately. Then I'm no close to understanding it. Why he traversed the great expanse. Why he risked life and limb for you. I'll explain. He was absolutely... I feel comfortable calling Xenos insane. I feel like that's a fair descriptor. But I waste energy dwelling on such things. I am not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. I'm sorry I couldn't explain it well. There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. Well, we had better get back to our errand. Goodbye! It was nice meeting you. If nothing else, he was a narcissistic sociopath. Hi. Nah, whatever. As long as she doesn't randomly start trying to stab me in the middle of the street, I'm sure me and Zero will get along fine. Yeah, Vashon had the same reaction I did, which is cute, actually. Just like, what a nice, innocent definition. Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world. But the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's all so strange, your behavior and your reasons. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning, bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you. I just want to give her a hug, honestly. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding, and was in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let us return to Megaduta. This is nice. I'm still waiting for it to all go wrong. I mean, this is just like... It's a very simple story. I mean, I get that it's like not that simple. There's a lot of lore and stuff being dropped about the Void. Which I would be kind of surprised if none of it came up in Dawn Trail. But if nothing, it's nice to like get this all locked down in case it ever comes up later. And I'm sure it will come up later. If not in Dawn Trail, then in some expansion in the future is probably... I'd be willing to place a bet that some expansion in the next 2 was going to have significant content in the Void. I'm not counting Dawn Trail. It's a surprise tool that'll help us later. Maybe they just want to front load all of Zero's backstory, though.
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
Thanks? Aren't you mortal here?
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
Go on.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
Sounds like icons almost.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They were blessed with a singular power, the power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria. My mother was one such Memoriate, but in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness, as was I.
And so you were born part Void Sent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
That's the problem, they did.
They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed.
Hi.
They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Void Sent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Used Memoria to turn men into armies of Void Sent. Damn, okay. I wasn't really expecting that, but neat.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a void scent in full.
I'm a little bit confused.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
Well, it's time for me to sleep. I gotta wake up at 5 minutes to go to the airport to have fun with Patrick. Neat! I hope you have fun going to the airport for whatever reason you need to go, and I'll see you later, Coma. Thanks for stopping by. I've seen shenanigans never stop. God bless. Sorry, Hydaelyn bless. Is it right to refer to Hydaelyn as a god, even though we know that she was immortal at this
A
point?
lost world, you say?
Oh, I just watched Jurassic Park 1.
I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. We warned that this will take a while.
It's a long bus. Incredible that the turkey's staying hot this whole time.
Unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction.
Yeah, but then why wouldn't the Ascians have fixed the 13th? They still needed it to do a rejoining at some point. Why not fix it?
After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light.
Hey, I did do those trials, didn't I?
Which
Wait.
gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more.
Foolishly foolish fools, yes.
But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon,
Cute.
have a habit of not leaving well enough alone. And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
I like the minor implication that restoring
Do
the
as you
light will
will.
be easier.
I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Void Scent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price.
Ether?
And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more. I will consider this a deposit.
I don't even know. How would I even start a conversation with someone who's lived in hell their entire life? That's a hard question. Though our time in the void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark upon my search anew, and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. What the fuck is that? Golbez and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts. Of this we can be sure. But with you at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. Yeah, was that a fucking void scent? Are we gonna talk about that? Is that gonna come up? The music didn't even change. The music was all light and cute, like it was a fun little thing happening in the background, but it felt pretty fucking bad. Meanwhile, also, I'm very curious who Golbez is. I assume he was one of the Memoria warriors, because what else could have happened to them? They still have to be around.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbaricia. Useless, the both of them.
'Twas no lie. They conspire with a Memoria.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
I accidentally closed my chat. Chase it. There's actually the hook for one of the side quests that was highly recommended to do. Actually chase it. There's a side quest available here in the city now. You should do it.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee its success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for screaming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Oh gee, either die or die.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
What a weirdly selfless thing to be said by a void scent. Creatures who have explicitly been called out that if they say they're doing something for no reason, then they're definitely backstabbing.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha ha! Some excitement for a change.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free.
Okay, I don't understand who that was, but
so long ago.
I'm sure I'll find out eventually. High five? Fist bump?
The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled.
That's probably fine. That's probably fine. Okay, cool. 6.2 done. Absolutely bless it. Is the side quest quick? If it's a series of side quests, I don't really want to do it, but if it's like one side quest, if it's a series of side quests, I'll do it at some point, but not now. But if it's like one side quest, I'll do it now. Okay, cool. I'll do it now. Let me check real fast. I want to see you. Storm's Crown is the name of the trial. Got it. Gonna have to remember to hit that when we do the extremes. It's also very no more than 10 minutes at best. Well, I'll hold you to that. Shadowed Pass. That seems about right considering it's level 90. That's the one. Alright. Ah, Master Deca. You couldn't have appeared at a better time. You see, while patrolling our city, I chanced to sight a void scent. Yeah, that is bad. I immediately chased it down with the intent of eliminating it, but something about it struck me as odd. For one, it made no move to defend itself, but simply sat there, jiggling? Which is why, against my better judgment, I decided to capture it instead. Having traveled to the void, I dare say you have considerable more knowledge of its denizens. If you have a moment, might I trouble you on your opinion for the creature's unusual behavior? I'm truly grateful. Now, if you would follow me, the creature is being held in the Hall of the Radiant Host. I'm curious, but nervous. What could they possibly be up to? It's whatever, I suppose, but, you know. So. Here it is. Surprisingly docile, even when I captured it. And there have been no reports of attacks prior to that. Even so, it's the nature of void scent to prey on people for their ether. Perhaps it bides its time, waiting to carry out some manner of scheme. You! I remember you! Yes, you were at Troya. Please, you must help me. You were at the castle? Indeed, I was, but I've since fled here. I understand the mortal tongue well enough, but I don't have a mouth to produce the sounds. It's been a struggle to convey my thoughts, but not anymore. You can help me, yes you can. You can converse with the Voidsent? Amazing. Could you ask why it came here? So what's up? When you and yours stormed the castle, I was caught up in the fighting and died. In time I returned, but I tire of fighting. So I fled, using the gate to your world. Having just been reborn, however, my essence hasn't fully bound together yet. And so, when I emerged from the gate, it was as several sundered selves. Nice alliteration. Very cute. Frightened and confused, they scattered. Following their trail led me here, my diminutive size allowing me to remain largely unseen. But by the same token, I can do little more than sneak about. Each of us was weak and powerless. That's why we consumed one another in the first place. Together we were strong. I want you to help me find all of me, so that I can be whole again. Oh, you wish to strike a bargain, then? Yes, I would. To be whole again and live in this world, I would strike 1,000 bargains. We still remember the past, you see. Still remember when we were mortals. We long to have that life again. But we need your help, starting by reuniting us. We won't try to devour anyone even when we're whole, I swear. You wish to learn more about the Void, yes? There's much we can teach you about those who rule its domains. About their past. Find the others and they'll tell you all they know. No eating, no tricks. Do we have a bargain? So it crossed over to our world to escape conflict and now searches for the rest of itself. I understand Voidsent are quite reliable when it comes to fulfilling a pact. And I dare say having one as an ally would benefit our research into their world. Very well. If you'd be so kind as to search for its kin, I will consult my superiors on how best to deal with them. Chill. By that, I take it we have a bargain. Good, good. I sense 4 others close by. When you find them, you need only point them in this direction. Once they sense my presence, I can guide them the rest of the way. This still feels like a horrible mistake, but... I guess we'll see what happens. Right, now if only there could be one directly outside where we are. Cool. Wayward Hecti? What's that? I asked you to search for me, in exchange for knowledge about powerful Voidsent. I was still waiting to see this and that, but I suppose a deal is a deal. This is gonna take longer than 10 minutes. Those men over there. Soldiers, are they not? We used to have soldiers in our world, too. There were lots of them during the Contra Memoria. Back from Weaver's Warding, are you? Hey, you fought well against the Voidsent that slipped through. Ah, come now, I merely did my duty. Haven't we all sworn to protect our nation, no matter the cost? How concerningly patriotic. Protect our nation. How familiar these words. Where was it that I heard them? Ah, yes, it was the early days of the Contra Memoria. The enemy had conjured a terrible eidolon that had laid siege to our fortress. The garrison was made of ordinary soldiers, men and women with no remarkable abilities, but led by their valiant commander. They fought painfully and desperately. They had to last until the Memoriat arrived, the commander told them. Needed to hold out no matter the cost. A Memoriat did eventually arrive, but not soon enough for the soldiers. Also, yeah. That's fair and very funny, Amaz. Yeah, reading out loud does take longer. Having struck down the eidolon, the Memoriat and his servant searched the castle for survivors. They found only the dead. But just when they'd given up all hope, a faint groaning reached their ears. They rushed over to the sound and cleared away debris. To find a lone survivor, the garrison commander. Instead of joy, however, the sight of the man filled them with anger. Your soldiers are slaughtered to a man, yet there's barely a scratch on you. What's the meaning of this? The Eidolon was savage but mindless. It was a simple thing to hide myself beneath fallen debris. Hide? As commander, you had a duty to your men. You were supposed to put their lives before your own. You were supposed to put their lives before your own. I think that's a typo or miss thing. I think it's supposed to be you were supposed to put your life before their own. No, you're supposed to put their lives. Okay, no, that's fair. No, that's fair. That's true. I misinterpreted it. Oh, spare me. My duty was to ensure the fortress stood, and it did. Besides, my death would have achieved nothing. Ought to be damned. Now, I'm sworn to protect our nation, and to do that, I must live. It isn't my fate to fall here. It isn't your fate, you say? Damn, maybe a little bit mean, but understandable. Is he? Merely unconscious. Come, let us bury the soldiers, and the commander with them. Fate shall decide what becomes of him, whether he lives or dies. Very well, my lord. Funeral rites were later held for the fallen, but solemn tears quickly gave way to horrified screams as a body emerged from the earth. The commander. I can't die. I must live, the man is said to have declared. The people thought him a demon, a disheveled horror, muttering curses as he wandered off to regions unknown. Scarmillion they called him, a name befitting his newfound grisly visage, a name befitting a monster. Wow, okay. Cool. That makes sense. It's commander hid during battle and buried alive. Oh, is that why he represents Earth? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, that's so... Uh-oh. What about the one that represents fire? Uh-oh. This is gonna get worse before it gets... It's not gonna get better. It's just gonna get worse. We thought we buried him deep, but Immortal's desire to live is not to be underestimated. We? You're immortal, so I expect you to understand that desire. Well, that concludes my tale. I best join myself, if you'll excuse me. We? That'll probably come back. Okay, the 4 makes sense. Also, yeah, it makes sense to do this. I mean, I'm tired, but I started it. I can't stop now. Where's the baby? There he is! So this is where mortals consume ether. Dreading loneliness more than hunger. How very like me. If you don't mind though, I'd like to observe the mortals a while longer. The food here is simply sublime. Why, I feel stronger with every bite, as if the Marika themselves were granting me their blessing. The food is tasty, that's true enough. But no food is so sublime as to be a substitute for proper training, my friend. Stronger with every bite, every feed. For my part of the bargain, I will tell you how we Voidsent become strong. Simply put, it depends on the quality and quantity of ether we harbor. When the world was consumed by darkness, the heroes known as Memoriates arose as powerful Voidsent. In contrast, the vast majority of mortals, powerless and unremarkable as they were, became ordinary Voidsent. Like me. There were exceptions, of course. But one in particular I'll never forget. Scarmillion. Never had I seen a Voidsent so craven. Even when pushed to the brink of starvation, he would only prey on those weaker than himself. He subsisted on scant leavings and lived in constant fear and hunger. In the face of danger, a Voidsent stronger than himself, fleeing was the only option. But a day came when he found his way barred. How pitiful. Oh! Such overwhelming ether. Who is this? You fled instead of facing your foe. Why? Why? I'm too weak. Why else? I would have been devoured. So had you enough strength, you would have stood your ground? Very well then. What's happening? Yes, I feel it. The power swelling within me. Lo, your foe returns. Neat. What have you done to me? I granted you but a sliver of ether. It was with the power you already possessed that you defeated your foe. Aw, he gave him the power of courage. I possess such power. Fear had clouded your eyes, blinded you to the strength you had attained feeding on the weak. If you will free yourself from fear, then join me. You shall have a greater cause to live for and know true power. Curious how, in a world without death, the fear of it could be the key to great strength. The knight recognized this, recognized the Voidsent's potential, and thus did he take him into his service. This is not what I was expecting. Determined as he is to live, it wouldn't surprise me if he was still out there, somewhere out there. That... He'd be even more powerful now, I expect, from all the devouring he would have done since. Unlike your world, eating actually makes you stronger in ours. Well, I must be going now. The others are waiting. I just really wanted to hear, like, someone else in the club, like, just from off screen, just like a horrified shriek. Like, what the fuck? I just don't like the way they squelch when they move. That's pretty bad. Why was I in this plaza once? I remember getting to this place being a pain in the ass, but I don't remember why I came here, actually. Huh. Usually remembering why I was at a location is something I'm pretty good at, but... Well, it was only for 1 point. My other self grows lonely, you say? My apologies. It was my intent to seek out the others, but I was distracted by the bickering pair of mortals yonder. My goodness, but there's been some colorful language. Oh, plus, okay, yeah, that makes sense. To hell's with your father. You shouldn't need his permission just to leave the goddamn house. I can't act angry, I'm sorry. Please, mind your language. What would father say if he were to hear you? It's always father this, father that with you. I'm sick of it. You're your own woman now. Bloody act like one for a change. Colorful language, yes. Not from the girl, though. Oh no, she appears to be quite well bred. I just hope she's happier than a girl I knew long, long ago. Oh, I assume we're going to go into, Barbaricia's. That girl was born into a family of thugs who suddenly found themselves nobility. She was raised as a noblewoman and had servants tending to her every need. But in the end, she was merely a beautiful bird kept in a gilded cage. Wanting her to be a proper lady, her parents presided over all aspects of her life. They decide everything for her, telling her what to say and do. Chafing from the fetters of a restrictive life, she solicited her handmaiden's aid and stole outside the manor, where she enjoyed a moment of bliss unbeknownst to her parents. Or so she thought. It was not long before her father dragged her back to her room, barring the door and windows, denying her even the simple pleasure of an afternoon breeze. Even a bird in a cage may chirp freely, but she wasn't even suffered to give voice to her desires. But she wouldn't be deterred. Having once tasted sweet freedom, she yearned for more. And one day, she succeeded in sneaking out of the manor a second time. Wow, what a shitty day. You're late. I was beginning to think you wouldn't come. If you're expecting your friends, I'm afraid they're not coming. Father? How did you... What do you mean they're not coming? I had known that some miscreants were cavorting in those parts, but to think that they dared try to consort with my daughter... Well, you needn't worry about them anymore. They're food for the fishes now. How could you do this, Father? Why must you torment me so? Know your place, girl. You are means to our family. You are a means for our family to gain influence, and I won't have you sullying yourself with riffraff. Okay, that's settled. That's settled and I like it. You will not leave your chambers save with my permission, nor will you disobey me again. If you do so, there will be severe consequences. Am I understood? I said, am I understood? Crystal? To hell. What did you say? I said, go to hell. Damn, okay, fuck. Oh, and the storm passed. How metaphorical. Oh, to think that could be so exhilarating to speak my mind. To do as I please. No more living in a cage. From this moment on, I am free. Free as the wind. The young woman struck out on her own, and in her travels discovered her true calling. Not in the halls of lords and ladies, but on the battlefield. She became a force of nature, famed for her striking beauty which belied a terrible savagery. And with this new life, she also earned a new name, Barbaricia. thugs, 2 nobles, and then she killed her father. Cool. And then I assume the next thing will be how she came under Golmez's, is it Golmez or Golbez? I think it's Golbez, isn't it? Golbez's patronage, for lack of a better word. Indeed, she found her freedom, but did she also find happiness, I wonder? Golbez. I suppose I'll never know. Nor does it matter, for the world that once was is no more. Oh, but goodness me, I had better rejoin the others. Alright, one more. Let's learn a little bit more about Barbariccia's past. I wonder if I got extremely lucky with the order, or if they swap around what the order is depending on which ones you visit first. Presumably they swap it around, but... That doesn't make as much sense with the talking to NPCs, huh? What a refreshing breeze. I'm to return to the others. They should come here. Would you look at this beautiful, boundless sky? Mortals take to the air from here, do they not? Would that I had wings to soar among the clouds myself. But we Voidsent are not wont to roam, you see. The mightiest among us carve out domains where the rest labor to stay in their good graces. Now, the master of a domain seldom ventures outside, for it is in one's territory that one is strongest. For some, however, such confinement proved trying, as was the case for a certain Voidsent I knew. I speak of the free-spirited terror, Barbariccia. I pronounce that differently every single time, and I even have people tell me exactly how to pronounce it. When she first established her domain, she whiled away the days waiting for her minions to bring her prey. The ether amassed from those offerings was devoted to the singular pleasure of caring for her silky, flowing locks. But the resources of her domain were not without their limits. It was only when none remained to oppose her that she realized she was a prisoner in her own domain. Unless she broke free, she would inevitably wither away alone. I see the little man there. Not knowing what to do, she had fallen into the depths of despair. Jesus, that's fucking terrifying. When the hand of salvation came to pull her out. At this rate, my precious hair will frazzle and fray. Had I only the strength to leave my domain. If strength is your desire, that is easily granted. Who are you? So much power surging through me. What will you do with it? What is it you desire? What I desire is... freedom! You would move your very domain. Impressive. That I can do such a thing. What have you done to me? I granted you ether, nothing more. It was your will that made it possible. My will? Sorry, let me write down this note. Golbez gave her the power to move her domain. Cool. Even so, no matter where you should go, there is naught but darkness. What could your destination possibly be? Destination? I have no need of such. I wish but to be free, like the wind. In a world that met its end, Rhea indeed is the soul who desires freedom so ardently that she could will her very domain to move. Recognizing this quality, the knight would grant her more power and a place of command in his mighty army. A story worthy of our bargain, I trust. I might have had more to tell had I not fallen off her domain. That's so funny. It seems you mortals also had a fondness for flying. I'd certainly like to try riding one of those airships of yours. But perhaps another time. My other selves will be a blubbering mess if I don't hurry and rejoin them. Squid, 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 squid. Also, I just realized this is an airship landing. Can I fly to places from here? Zero, what are you doing here? It's probably a mundane thing to you, but to me tomorrow, I'll dare say I won't go bored in this world. Well, that's nice. I'm incredibly shocked to see you here. Oh, cool. I didn't know you could buy a ticket to anywhere. What is the price? Oh my god, it's so cheap. Oh my god. Oh, I should fly by airship. Jesus. Once you finish 6.0, you get to airship travel to the main cities. Neat! I didn't actually check to see if, God, I'm so bad with proper nouns tonight. Charlene. I didn't check to see if Charlene was on that list. But, no, they wouldn't have an airship port. Probably. Charlene does not have one. Yeah. Makes sense. Thank you so much for finding me. I hope the knowledge I had to share was worthy of our agreement. How did you come to know the Archfiends? My other selves lived quite disparate lives as both as mortals and void sent. Though I suppose it is rather fortuitous that they crossed paths with such powerful void sent. But more importantly, what they could offer was worthy of our bargain. For that, I am glad. All that means now is for us to rejoin and become whole again. The squidging worries me. Are you not going to stain the carpet? Huh? Is this not all of me? There can be no other explanation. There's still more of me lost out there somewhere. But I don't sense them. Where could they have gone? Oh, did you kill them? You mean there's more than wandering out? By the sisters. At the very least, if what you say is true, they pose no threat to the people. Until the others can be found, we will keep these 5 under our care. Should I sense the others nearby, I hope we can count on you to find them too. So, are there more side quests here? Huh! Oh, they'll probably show up when I defeat the other Archfiends. That makes sense. After finish 6 point, yeah. That tracks. I'm gonna be honest, it's neat. I feel so split about this because this is the definition of telling instead of showing. But like, I kind of understand why they had to do it in the format of an MMO. I understand why they did what they did, but it's still like not great. I guess it's neat. I don't know how much I feel very neutral to slightly negative about this side quest. Like, I get it. What else were they gonna do with it? Like, it was probably really easy to make. Like, it probably wasn't made in place of something else. And these characters weren't really characters until the side quest gave them a backstory, whatever. I do feel very weird to meh about. It is just literally a brick wall of backstory. Like, it's not exactly the best way to execute it. So I feel very neutral about it. It's neat. I guess I'm happy I did. I'm happy I did it, question mark? I'm not sure. Alright. I guess my better interest. I'm actually going to pivot stream, though. I am going to play just a couple of rounds of the Pokemon TCG because now I just have to. I'm so sorry. Y'all do deserve better than this. Chill. It'll just be for a second. It'll just be for like a game or two. If I can get the thing to behave, of course. There we go. Okay. Let me get up on stream. Yeah, I'm just gonna play a couple games because I want to. I wanna mess around with my Aegislash deck again a little bit longer. I'll turn the audio back on because I turned it off so that I could do stuff. Okay, chill. Let me mess with my deck. This is my Aegislash deck. I know, complete pivot. I appreciate y'all for joining me for Final Fantasy 14. Please have a good night. I still want to tweak this though. What can I honestly take away though? I could probably do without a Scizor. Just 2 Scyther. I'm not sold on Professor's research. On this Night Searcher. One more Pokegear, and then I'm gonna swap in actually Turbo Energize. I feel like that'll help me out quite a lot. Then I have to start my turn with an Arven though, basically, in order to find it. Well, I have Pokegears, 3 Pokegears and 3 Arvens. Ending up with Arven turn 1 is pretty likely. I guess this kind of makes me want to go turn 2 also. If I get a Turbo Energize off, I'm doing great in comparison. I've had too much trouble with energy. Let's just try it. Here's some background if you want. Like, I can't be mad at it for that, you know? Like, I get it. I get, like, this wouldn't have existed otherwise. We might as well give you some background on these characters. But I have such reservations. I understand why it is the way it is because of the format, but it still irks me. I should turn that down. No, I don't want to go first. Well, there's the Arven I need, but I don't have any basics. Now they know I'm running Aegislash. 2 mulligans. Oh, god damn it. And no Arven. Oh, this sucks. This is an awful opening hand. Hopefully I draw a Pokegear or something. The rare candy Aegislash helps me, but like without any energy. Like, this is pretty bad. If I draw into an energy, I'm okay. But this is a really bad opening hand. Especially against Charizard. This deck does not match up well at all into Charizard. It's at least not the Dragapult variation, which absolutely squashes me, but, like, I'm probably not winning. Yeah. Ultra Ball for Rotom. And they're golden. I need to draw a supporter or a Pokénev here or else I'm really cooked. I'm just like in deep, deep shit. I could probably at least force a Canceling Cologne out of them or something, but wait, they didn't get... Oh, they must have Rare Candy in their hand. That is the best top deck we could have asked for, though. Is it too late, though? Okay, they're getting Charizard up next turn. I will switch and give up my Scyther. What do I Arvin here for, though? I could get... Okay, I think I know what I get here. I get Earthen Vessel and I get Turbo Energize. That feels like kind of my only options. I can Earthen Vessel away Rare Candy, get 2 energy. I should have checked my prizes, but whatever. Put a Steel on, Turbo Energize, and Turbo Energize. There you go, and I'm set up. I should have checked my deck a lot better. We are still kind of in trouble, honestly, but at least I can deal with their first Charizard relatively easily like this. Because they have Pidgeot, so they get Charizard, presumably. Don't have Dragapult. Okay, yeah, it's just straight up Charizard. The mana, I mean, I don't know why they benched the Manaphy. That's a win condition. If I can trap that Manaphy in the active, if they fuck up and use too much energy, that's a win condition. Rare Candy Charizard. I want to see them put 3 energy, 2 on Charmander and 1 on Charizard. That's not what they should do, but I want to see them do it. They probably should just put 1 energy on the Charizard EX. Yeah, okay, that's good. Charizard does not run a lot of energy, so again, if I can just make them run out of it. They go Treat, they knock out Scyther, I go into a positive trade with Aegislash EX. I don't have any cards. I'm kind of in trouble that way, but if they don't retreat, I probably just pass turn. Because I'm not really at risk. There's Arvin. Yeah, if they don't knock me out, I don't want to knock them out here. I guess it's not really an issue if I knock them out. No, I don't want to knock them out here because that lets them knock out my Charizard, or my Aegislash too easily. What's the last Nest Ball? Their Rotom must be prized. It's not prized. Why bench it now? I guess you get the Force Seal Stone off, but like that's great for me. This is very good for me. Normally my Charizard matchup is awful, but we basically have exactly what we need to at least respond here. What would be best right now is like a Nest Ball or something to get Pheasantipity up. Fuck. Fuck! Oh, I could get Fez up, but I would have to give up 2. I can't do it. Rare Candy. Energy. I'll have to get Fez up later. It sucks, but I don't have another option. I can't afford the Ultra Ball. I couldn't give up an attack on the Charizard. What do they get with Pidgeot? I mean, a boss wouldn't be ridiculous here. They could... I guess the best situation for us is if they Rare Candy up their other Charizard. Honestly, if they swap out, I'm not mad, because then I have TM Devolution as a play. Like, that would not be the worst thing to do if they retreat into the other Charizard. That doesn't really hurt me, all things considered. And they put more energy into play. Okay, they don't retreat. That's also fine. Doublade is fine. I don't want to evolve, though, because I need to discard that. No, because I'm going to get 2 prize cards off this anyway. Do I evolve Doublade? I kind of feel like I have to. Okay, so that's 2 prize cards for me. They revenge knocked me out with Charizard. Where do I go from here? An Iona would be great. Well, there's something. So I'm at least trading positively here if I need to. No matter what, I can do 140 to this Charizard next turn with Aegislash's first attack. For those of you who don't play Pokemon, here's basically how this matchup works. Aegislash is not a very great Pokemon. It gets stronger the more prize cards I take. Charizard is a fantastic Pokemon. It gets stronger the more prize cards your opponent takes. Aegislash gets stronger if you're winning. Charizard gets stronger if you're losing. The problem is that Aegislash doesn't have really a lot of potential to make you start winning super early. So it's not typically very good. That Radiant Charizard is a problem, but if I can pull that Radiant Charizard into the active, I might be able to totally fuck them up. They need 3 energy to use its main attack. Pokegear. That's hard. I think I have to Ultra Ball for the Fez here. It's too unsafe not to do it. I don't like this, but I don't really have another option. Pokegear. An Iona would be great. Research is... Does the Arven help me? Do I research or do I Arven? What is my... I can hit the Charizard here. I could use... I Arven here, because then all I need is a boss, and I could knock out Pidgeot, and I don't think they can knock me out next turn. So I Arven for Counter Catcher, Devolution. I Night Stretcher up an energy. I Counter Catcher. Do I Counter Catcher the Rotom? If I Counter Catcher the Rotom, I can knock out the Pidgeot in 1 hit. It feels so risky, though. They don't have enough. If I do this, they just need 1 energy to power up the Radiant Charizard, and they can knock me out with a 1-prizer. God, it feels too risky. I'm going for it. This is probably the wrong play. This is almost definitely the wrong play. Because now they're going to hit me back with a Radiant Charizard, so I need boss, energy, I need too much. The research does help. If they don't... No, I don't have any more counter catchers. Oh, no. Oh, I'm in so much trouble. I'll have to... Like, what? They knock me out with a Radiant Charizard here. What is my response? I can Iona them down to 1, but, like... I guess that helps? Okay, so they knock out Aegislash here. I can't knock them out. And I can't wait because they can boss me. I can't knock them out, flat out. I need to play towards a boss. This is so goddamn risky. Do I Iono first, or do I... They Iono me, so the choice is taken away from me. That's not that bad, all the things considered. Switch Iono? Very funny. Okay. This is not a favorite matchup. I'm in too much trouble. Dewblade does not help me. Switch does not help me. Iono and then Pheasantipity. Boss's Order. That's one of the things I need. We're gonna Buddy Poffin. We will thin the deck out of those. Let me look at my cards real quick. I need Rare Candy, Energy, and like Night Stretcher. That's it. That's the only win condition I have. Oh my god, I'm in so much trouble. And that, I can't do anything. I think that's GG, because I think they can just Pidgeot EX for a switch. That should be it. Yeah, no, bossing up the Rotom was a mistake. I could have played this differently. Bottom catcher. Yep, GG. Alright, whatever. I'm not gonna wait. There you go. Yeah, I misplayed that. I'll do one more game. Charizard is definitely an awful fucking matchup. They're just too good at, like, in terms of raw damage, we don't go that bad in the trade. The problem is that Charizard powers itself up. Its ability is when you evolve Charizard, you search your deck and attach energy to it. So it's basically just Aegislash EX, but good. It is objectively just the better form of Aegislash EX. In like every way, but like, oh man. I have to play into the single prize Aegislash EX there. That was really my only option. Run them out of bosses and just play the long game and play into Devo. That's the only way to win that matchup. I can't slap him. Okay. Presumably I go second, because people always choose to go first. Yeah. We'll see what we're playing against. Hopefully they're like Ancient Box or something and they chose to go first, even though it's not in their best interest. We have Research and a decent chunk. I mean, we'll lose our Counter Catcher, which is a 1-up in my deck, which is a... Scyther. Well, that's... And Water Energy. What is this deck? I assume Palkia Scyther EX? Oh, no. Oh, it's Goldango. That makes a lot of sense. I forgot Goldango was a card. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble. This is probably a mistake to even play Pokestop in this deck still, but whatever, I'll run it, and it was an awful decision. Okay. Fuck. Wow, this is an awful research, but I have to, otherwise I'll get donked. Okay, that's better. I don't really want a Nest Ball yet. I can Super Rod. Yeah, I definitely don't want to Nest Ball. This sucks. I'm in so much trouble. I'm gonna have to play into single prize Aegislash here, basically, is my only option. Yeah, I should really swap out Pokestop for another Stadium. It's not good in this deck. It's just awful. Well, they get screwed over by it too, so at least I got that going for me. I forget, why does Goldango on Palkia again? Why does Goldango on Palkia again? I don't remember. I think it's just to deal with fire as much as anything else. Okay, they should have... Oh! Oh, they don't have Goldango. No way. You! Well, that's excessively funny, but extremely unfortunate for me. That was a 1 in 8 chance. This attack does 20 damage for each head you flip until you flip a tails. So, 60 damage? Awful. Cool. Now I can decide where to put my money where my mouth is. I think I have to evolve into the single pies. We can nest ball. Oh god, we don't have... fuck. That's a problem. Pokestop, because I have the super rod in my hand. Get something useful. Okay, wow, that's a lot of supporters in our trash now. We only have 2 Ionas left, 2 Arvins left, and that's all of our research. What do I Ultra Ball for here? I can't attack no matter what, because I don't have energy. I'm kind of okay with the Scyther dying, because, like, not much point in getting it up to Scissor. I need energy so bad. This sucks. I'm in so much trouble. I'm basically praying that they don't have Canceling Cologne. That's my option at this point. They need to not have Canceling Cologne, and I need to win by default. Okay, at least Pokestop is being as mean to them as it is to me. Pokemon Catcher, going after Honedge, I assume. Yep, flip ahead. God, they cannot not flip heads. If they get the knockout... Okay. Don't. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh my god. What the fuck? Honestly, at this point, just like laugh about it. Okay. Pokestop again, even though it's a mistake. Well, that was fantastic. Okay, what do we get off Pokegear? The Arvin is great. I'm going to switch into Scyther. I'm going to Arvin for Turbo Energize, and my Earthen Vessel is prized. But I have an energy in the discard. Okay, cool. So Turbo Energize and Night Stretcher. How much energy do I have in my deck? 4. That'll have to do. So we Night Stretcher up the energy. We Turbo Energize. Why does Turbo Energize take in energy? And I think we chill on the hand. I'm kind of chill with just keeping the hand in. I guess we could Super Rod back the Doublade. I don't want to Super Rod back the energy because I could use it with night. No, I'll do the energy, and I'll keep the Honedge in the garbage, whatever. Do I want to try to evolve it now? It seems from their play that they probably don't have an answer to it. So you know what? I will go for the evolution now. I have a good feeling about this. Let's Turbo Energize. And let's give it to... I have a thing. I'll put it both on one of them. I could probably spread out the energy, but I have a good feeling about this. Is my switch in the garbage yet? I only have a 1 of switch. Oh, I have 2 switches. I forgot about that. They are both in the garbage, though. So, if they boss me up, I don't have a way to swap out at this point. Which would be very funny. Surely they have Goldangos in their hand. But I guess they just don't have Canceling Cologne, so they just, whatever. I'm happy to get my Aegislash into... Sure, whatever. There's no way you flip, like, 3 heads. There's no way I lose this at this point. They're just not spec'd for this. What the fuck are these coin flips? I played Goldenga! This is just so funny. Boss, sure. I'm not gonna bother rolling it either. Let's just take him out. Maybe we can find Fez. I need to be careful of... Okay, they have 5 prizes left. There's 1, 2, 3 on the field. So I actually probably shouldn't bench Fez. I didn't check if my ace spec was in the deck or not. I could use my nest ball to check. At this point, I definitely don't want to bench anything. Do they have Scyther? Presumably they have Scyther, and now they can knock me out. God damn... Okay, no, Goldango. I mean... Scissor, sorry. Yeah, okay. They can knock me out. With the fucking ridiculous coin flips that they got. I'm still so mad about it. God damn it. God, both of my Aegislash are actually set up perfectly to be KO'd. This sucks. This sucks so bad. Those coin flips that they got were ridiculous. They're gonna win the game because they got so many heads. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. That's very funny. I can't really be mad, but I am mad. It is pretty funny, though. How'd fighting Dan's wife go? I should not be shocked. Wait, which Dan? Legacy energy helps. That does not. Actually, no, that's great. That's perfect. Angie switch to Aegislash, Luminous Energy, Nest Ball down, another Hone Edge because I'm going to need it if this one gets knocked out, retreat into Aegislash, knockout. And then if they bench another Scyther, I can boss it up. Devolution doesn't help me here, but it's neat. Of the Jones variety. Okay, yeah, that all makes sense. Chill. Radiant Greninja. The Radiant Greninja is actually kind of a problem. They have just enough to knock me out because of the... Oh my god. That's so funny and so infuriating. Give me an Iono or something. That doesn't really help. That does help me because I can evolve the Scyther, I guess. That's still a palm because now they're just going to take time to power up the Radiant Greninja, I assume. I'm surprised they don't have Palkia. Maybe it's prized. Then again, they haven't gone through that many cards. Alright, I have 3 turns to boss up and KO this Radiant Greninja. And it takes 2 turns to KO. So... I'm like fucked. Please don't flip another. This is ridiculous! This is so actively ridiculous. What the fuck? Okay. They can knock out Hone Edge. Do I bench another Hone Edge? I have to. I don't want to bench another Hone Edge. I have to. I gotta bench. I have to bench another Hone Edge. The Legacy Energy at least prevents Aegislash from being used to take too many cards. Do they get Palkia here? I assume they get Palkia to knock out my remaining Aegislash at some point. The fact of the matter is, there's only 2 prize cards on the table for them. So I can safely enough bench 2 more Hone Edges here. And it's like bad, but if I can just take care of that Radiant Greninja. Why do they have to flip 3 heads in a row on 2 attacks? I'm still so mad about it. Okay, I have to kill that. If I kill that Radiant Greninja, I think I just win. So I need a boss. No, a boss won't work because then they can just retreat it. I need a boss and an energy, really, more than anything else. I don't really want to bench Scyther. Let's do the two. We don't have anything left. That's so bad. Okay, this is definitely a mistake rolling this, but let's just see what we get. A Night Stretcher wouldn't go amiss. Ultra Ball really does not help us. We don't have energy. Bench another Scyther. Retreat and start doing work, I guess. I think I lose this. I don't think there's a way for me to win this with them getting Palkia up. They put down Palkia. Is Palkia must be prized, which is insanely lucky for me. I mean, I guess it balances out all the heads they've gotten, but wow, what a Poke stop. What the fuck is my win condition? I don't have one. Flat out, I just do not have one. Did Palkia get discarded at some point? No. They can Iron Bundle up my Scyther, so they have access to another prize that way. And yeah. So I think I lose. I don't think there's anything I can do at this point to stop myself from losing. Maybe if I manage to somehow get another Honedge down safely and power it up, but they're just too far gone at this point. If they don't have a way to shuffle the deck, they might be fucked. No, Radiant Greninja kills me too quickly. Yeah, no, they have just enough time to win this. Yeah, I think I lose. If I get an energy, I wouldn't be mad, because then I can at least KO Goldango. And then maybe I can get Pheasantipity off the prizes. And then Pheasantipity is like my God help me play more than anything else. So, I mean, statistically, they could very easily get Palkia off the prizes here. Getting an energy here, I can knock out Goldango. That's kind of my last available play to me. I need to get an energy. That's not an energy. I need to get a Night Stretcher here, basically. And I don't. Let me search my deck. What do I have in there? I have 2 energy left. There's no more Night Stretchers. So I just have to draw into energy. There's no other way. So I cannot... I mean, Pokegear would help. Boss would be amazing. I already rolled the Pokegear, right? Yeah. There's no more Scyther in the deck, and there's no more way to get them out of the discard pile. So my board is all I have. I have an Aegislash, and I have 2 Scythers, which is awful. 1 Scyther, which is god-awful. It's god-awful. Okay, I have a very linear set of plays I can really do here. Let's just... retreat will evolve because there's no reason not to, and we will hit them. We basically just need to hope that they did not, if they did not get Palkia off the prizes, then I win. If they got Palkia off the prizes, I lose. I need Palkia to be the last Pokemon in their prizes. If they draw 1 more card, they lose. If they... I don't think they have Palkia. I think I win. Well, that's lucky. They lose. GG. They could have Iono. They probably have Iono. Why else would they deck out? Palpad works too. Palpad, I assume, gets them Iono. Yeah, okay. So they're not gonna deck out. So decking out is not an option for me. They did a boss too, didn't they? So I could boss up my Scissor and go for one more run at that, Palkia. I basically need to draw into an Iono here and, like, do my best to make sure they can't get that boss. The funny thing is if they just attached a Greninja every turn, they would have had it powered up by now and I would have lost. Wait, why did they do that? Did they spend their supportive return? No. What? You can't... Okay, whatever. I got lucky that they didn't have, that their Palkia was prized, and that was it. I win. GG. I forgot they didn't spend their supportive return. Iona there would have been pretty good for them. Iona for them there would have been fine. They probably should just wait another turn to draw. I can't win by prizes basically anyway, but now I just win. Okay, we take those. And I'll go to bed. I should not have won this game, though, to be fair. I think Aegislash EX matches up decently into Goldango. If I get a Turbo Energize off turn 1, basically. Turbo Energize being an energy is just so painful. Alright, end my turn. GG. Whoopsie daisy. That's just them fucking up and forgetting that they couldn't boss and Iono, so they ran out of cards. That's not really a win. Okay, well, I mean, I'll take it. We take those. Yeah, this is an exceptionally awful deck. Just flat out, just like a really, really bad deck. But I have fun. I have fun, believe me. I mean, I don't, but I'm doing my best. I want to try to make this deck as good as I can possibly make it. That's neat. Yeah. Chill. I will be back to stream more Friday, I think. I'm definitely not streaming this weekend. I might stream this weekend. I'm probably not streaming this weekend, but maybe I'll stream Sunday. And I think right now I'm streaming Friday, but I don't know. Alright. I can raid. Who's up? No one's up. Whatever. Okay. I'll raid y'all. I'll raid y'all to go to sleep. Have a good night, everybody, and thank you for joining me for the Pokemon diversion after I got distracted. I still need to make this deck better. But it's just not... Aegislash is just not a very good card. Like, of my 2 games tonight, I did not win because I played well. I won because my one game because my opponent fucked up. And I guess my other game was against Charizard where I basically auto-lose, but still. Offline raid barrier, that's always funny. Whatever. Yeah, chill. I will see y'all next time I stream. Bye-bye.